We often find heated debates about which animal is stronger, the lion or the tiger. But what many overlook is that in the world of big cats, there is one animal that completely transcends this comparison. It is an animal from which no one, young or old, can survive unless they have wings. No flesh, skin, or bone can withstand its fangs. It is said that its bite force is sufficient to crack its prey's skull. Suffice to say, it is one of the very few animals that has no predators in nature. When most animals hunt, they take their prey and go somewhere in the tropics to eat freely without anyone stealing from them, especially if it is a single animal and not a large group. For example, the cheetah is known for having most of the things it hunts easily stolen. That is, it hunts, gets tired, and another animal comes along in the end, eats, and leaves. But if a jaguar lay down in the middle of the forest and sat down to eat, no creature would be able to approach it or even look at its food. When I said that the jaguar has no predators in nature, you might have thought that it lives in a quiet area or a deserted area without thugs. But the truth is that there is no place in the whole world more dangerous than the place where the jaguar lives. The jaguar does not live anywhere in the world except in the Americas, and it is spread from Mexico and North America to Argentina in South America. And among the 18 countries in which it lives, Brazil is considered its largest homeland. The jaguar population there is estimated to be half the total jaguar population on both continents combined. The region where they are most abundant is the Amazon basin. The Amazon basin is one of the most dangerous places on Earth. In fact, it's the most dangerous. There are predators of every kind and every form everywhere. Snakes, piranhas, green anacondas, and of course, the most dangerous of all, the black caiman. This caiman can be described as a very energetic crocodile. In addition to being the largest member of the caiman family, its skull is heavier and wider than that of the Nile crocodile. Its length ranges between 2 and 5 meters, and its weight ranges from 100 kilograms and more. The largest easily weighs a quarter of a ton, but it can also reach half a ton. And of course, its menu is truly astonishing. Fish, birds, turtles, small and large mammals, any animal. It is difficult for any animal in the Amazon to rush towards them. That's why you always find him sitting alone on the riverbank, sunbathing, not caring about anything. But there is one animal he isn't afraid of. The jaguar is not afraid of any animal, and there is nothing it does not like to eat. Sometimes, when you walk into a restaurant and see a menu with 30 or 40 items, you may feel lost or annoyed. You might think, should I sit and read all this? I only want 2 or 3 options to choose from. Imagine the menu with more than 85 different items. We are talking about a light and fast animal that climbs trees quickly and hunts normally from the water. In fact, it is the most skilled swimmer among all the big cats, although some researchers say that the tiger is more skilled than it in swimming. This terrible menu makes everything that moves around it of food on the ground or on the tree or in the water, it is all available. That means when he goes out to walk on the banks of the river, it is like us when we go for a walk in the middle of an open buffet. While the black caiman, feared by all Amazonians, was bathing on the other bank, the jaguar moved lightly and quietly on land, then entered the water and swam silently. Then it emerged quietly from behind it, and 2 steps later attacked, sinking its fangs into the caiman's neck and skull. Unlike most animals that find their prey and react and resist, the terrifying black caiman. After 2 seconds, it turns into a lifeless corpse that does not move. Then the jaguar drags its body, and sometimes it does not drag it on the ground. No, it can carry the body with its teeth. To imagine the situation, picture with me a person carrying a bag weighing 125 grams, or 150 kilograms, with their teeth. The amazing thing is that it can catch its prey whole with its fangs, then climb the tree and sit there leisurely devouring it. Be aware, it does not do this out of fear that other animals will steal it or anything like that. It simply enjoys eating while sitting in a high place. It's like we're having lunch at a restaurant in a New York skyscraper. And all of this while we are talking about an animal whose weight ranges from 57 kilograms to 110 kilograms. And sometimes it may exceed that weight a little, meaning it is not exactly close to lions whose weight can reach 190 kilograms, nor to tigers that can reach 300 kilograms. The truth is that the jaguar's bite is unusually strong, and it has the strongest jaw and bite of any large animal, so much so that its bite force is twice that of a tiger. While we find that most big cats target the neck of their prey due to its softness and the ease of piercing it with their teeth, we find that the jaguar naturally drills into bone and even has the ability to pierce a turtle's shell. So we are not talking here about teeth, but about a set of opposing drills. The jaguar is like most big cats, a solitary hunter, and as is evident from its hunting method, it primarily relies on stealth. Its skill in this regard is extraordinary to the extent that it makes no sound at all while moving. In fact, even when it walks in shallow water, it doesn't splash at all, and if the water is deep and its body is completely submerged, you still can't hear any sound or see any splashes coming from the water, as if there were no one in the water at all. And if one day he doesn't feel like sneaking around and spreading himself out, he remains stationed in his place, hiding among the trees. As soon as an animal passes by, he immediately jumps out and pounces on it, and he doesn't necessarily have to wait on the ground. Sometimes he waits on the tree, which is completely normal, and he leaps onto his prey from above the tree, something like Batman. It's only natural to find it sometimes running after its prey, especially since we're talking about a creature that can reach speeds of 80 kilometers per hour. But its ability to camouflage makes sightings in the wild a rare occurrence. Moreover, it loves to control vast areas. A single jaguar can dominate an area of 80 square kilometers, and of course, it establishes its territory like other animals of its kind. Scratching on the trees in the area, I preferred it everywhere in a clear message. No one should come here. In the daily journey for food from the open buffet in the jungle, it can walk a distance of 10 kilometers, and sometimes its legs take it close to the farms, and at that time, the livestock there dies. Despite its relatively small size compared to the lion or tiger, it is the third largest wild cat in the world, and it is the largest in its homeland in the Americas. There are no tigers or lions in the Americas. Its body length, excluding the tail, ranges from 1.2 meters to 1.9 meters, and its tail alone averages 75 centimeters, which is considered the shortest tail among all large cats. The jaguar does not have a specific mating season. This occurs at any time throughout the year. This is the only period when you might see two adult jaguars together. The gestation period ranges from 3 to 4 months, and the female gives birth to 2 to 4 cubs at a time. As is usual among most animals, the mother raises the young and teaches them hunting skills until they grow up. There is nothing the mother is afraid of during this period except for the male jaguars themselves, as the males may kill the cubs to encourage the female to mate again and have new offspring. But the female jaguar is not weak. She fiercely defends her young. Although, as we mentioned, the jaguar has no natural predators in its environment and occupies large areas that everyone fears, the biggest problem it faces is, as usual, humans. The removal of trees, wildfires, and poaching are all factors that have significantly affected the jaguar population. Nevertheless, it still struggles, and in any area it inhabits, it imposes its dominance over everything. If you have ever asked yourself about the meaning of the word jaguar, it is said that the word is derived from a term in ancient South American languages, meaning the one that kills with a single leap. There is no doubt that it is a name that fits its nature. That's it, we've finished. Who made it this far? All of you who reached this point are the best people. Please give us a like before you leave so we can know how many people made it to the end.